Hey YouTube, it's Kalen here. Just got done with a very good workout. I'm feeling great. Thought I'd sit down and make a video. Don't really have a specific topic today. Just kind of had some thoughts on the way home, and thought I'd kind of talk about them. One I was thinking about was like temptations. Just throughout the day, how many temptations we face as humans, whether it's just junk food filled with chemicals or, you know, uh, drugs, alcohol, shit like that. Um, it's just all kind of shoved in our faces, and it's really easy to turn to when things get hard. Uh, just as a vice, it's very easy to skip working out or skip bettering yourself and just kind of go to something that makes you feel good for the moment until it doesn't, which is anything that makes you feel super good in the moment. It's fucking awful for you, and that's just the way life is. Unfortunately, I wish all these things could you could just do them and they'd make you happy, and yeah, it'll end there, but it doesn't. You know, temptations are a hell of a strong aspect of life, especially when you're sober like me, don't drink alcohol and take drugs and all that nonsense. It really amplifies how strong these temptations are. Like, just small things being able to give you so much joy when you don't live a life of giving in and telling yourself no, not because you want to, but because that's gonna make you the better man at the end of the day. You know, it's just when you kind of live a boring life like I have for the past 5 6 months, and not boring. I don't want to put it like I don't like my life, but it's like, yeah, partying and going out with your friends, getting drunk on the weekends is fucking fun as shit, and it's pretty much funner than anything you're gonna do, in your free time. Until it's not. Until you find yourself alone with nobody around you, and then the party continues to go, but nobody's there. That's when things really get dark, and that's why I chose to turn my life around 5.5 months ago, almost to the day. You know, it's not something I wanted to do, and in life, 100% of the things that are good for you are going to be things that you don't want to do. And that's just facts. Unless you're fucking crazy, you know? Um, yeah, so just wanted to speak on that. Temptations are one hell of a thing. They can really bring you down if you have no willpower or judgment on what's best for you. Another thing I want to talk about is tell people what the fuck you think. You know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I preach the truth all day because I fucking work a 9 to 5 job. I'm a fucking slave of the system. I'm trying to escape. I'm trying to become an independent person and not have to rely on somebody to give me money um, for doing shit work. So I'm not gonna sit here and say you have to say the truth all the time. But at least when somebody says something that you just don't agree with at all, stand up for it. Like, even if it's something small. Like, these core values of people have just seemed to drift away in kind of where we are today. Like, you don't really see people standing up for what they believe in, and if you do, I mean, it's usually just online, or like, you know, it's people just don't people just comply way too much nowadays. And, I mean, that's really the reason America is where it is. And I'm not going to get into politics on this channel. But if you can just do the small things and stand up for yourself and say what you believe, even if it isn't something big, that will carry on into your life forever. And that's how you be a source of good for society. Stand up and say what the fuck you think. And don't comply with anybody's fucking pussy ideology bullshit. If you don't think it's good for you and your family, say fuck no. You know? If you don't think it's good for you, just say fuck no. Unless it's something you have to do as a man, which obviously, or just as a human, you know? There's certain things we have to do that we don't want to fucking do, but it pays the bills. Point here is, people just need to literally start saying what they think. And I spend most of my day looking for the truth in things, whether it's the conflicts going on in the Middle East, within the United States. I spend most of my time trying to find the truth. And that's because I just want to be a source for good and spread true information and not mislead anybody and lead people in the right direction, because that's what this fucking country needs right about now. It's for somebody to lead people in the right goddamn direction, and the direction we're going in is not it. That is not the right direction. I'm just kind of ranting here. You know, it's just things I think about throughout the day. And about the temptation thing, it's just, really, if you look at it, the more you can resist these temptations, the stronger you become every day. Like, if you just go work out instead of fucking getting drunk or going and doing drugs, being a fucking belligerent idiot, that makes you a stronger man the next day. And you can't say it doesn't. It's just science. So if people would just put aside the temptations and replace them with something good, and say what they believe, and not be controlled by anyone, that's what needs to happen. And I'm confident that it can happen. It's just the majority of people do not think in a way that benefits them nor everyone around them. And they might think they do, but a lot of people are just very ignorant. And they don't sit back and look at it from a different perspective. And I've talked about that in my other videos. Just getting so caught up in the moment and not reflecting on yourself. That's how you become a weak person. And I don't want anybody watching my channel ending up like that. I want you all to be strong and powerful and do what the fuck you think is right. Even if I don't agree with it. If you think it's right, stand up for it. Fight for it. To the death. Because that's how you should be thinking. Especially at this time in the world. It's not a fun time. Not a fun time to look at, witness. It's very dark and gruesome and, you know, scary. And when I have kids one day, not something I want them to live through. But it's inevitable. So, we have to stand up as people. And say what we think and make a change. Fuck, I just realized I'm sitting very far from my microphone. Hopefully the audio isn't fucked. If it is, y'all get over it. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of go over those few things. And if you made it this far in the video, please drop a like. That would be awesome. And share this if you think it could help somebody. Or just if you want somebody to hear it. See y'all.